Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and Messi! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Fernandez, he's had a shot! Pirlo, pressing high and with purpose. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's managed to get rid. Bellingham knocks it out wide. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
And here's Messi.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Bellingham. And that is a little undercooked. Rummenigge bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Cucurella. Nice sequence of passes, this. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's a little off target. Rummenigge.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking for the run. Thuram has the space to scheme. And it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold just loves to go forward whenever he can. Thinks about the shot. Rummenigge! He's scored! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that was very necessary. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Mbappe, shot, surely! And he hits the net. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Thuram really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And Messi! Oh, good finish! Into the lead once more! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Messi. Cucurella does really well to win the ball there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vietnam are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Bellingham. Oh, good-looking ball.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Saliba is there to clear. Bellingham. And it's Chouameni looking to play him in. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Fernandes. Bellingham. He's on it, can he get away? Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cucurella. That's the end of the first 45. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution on the field, number 9, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
So the action resumes.
Pele.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mbappe. Number 11, Bale.
Oh, shooting chance!
19, Yamal. Number 22,
Vieira.
Zico.
Fernandes. Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Cucurella. And it's Fernandes. Out towards the flank. Oh, right place, right time. Yeah, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Mbappe. Now it's Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And the shot! And that's a sharp finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Fernandes driving on and making good progress. Bellingham, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's picked out the run. Chance for a shot! Bellingham. And Fernandes. Over to the right flank. And he's quick to return it. And he was alert to it. Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Chouameni. Vieira. Has ended up in no man's land.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Bellingham. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Yamal. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Thuram. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Zico. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, important interception. Fernandez. Cucurella.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. Bale. It's Bale! Oh, it's come off the upright. Not the most convincing of passes. Fernandez. It's Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Knocks it into space. And he's definitely onside. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Played out to the left flank. And time is up. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
And just a quick reminder today to...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but
And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar is offering a right smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Chouameni. And it's Chouameni. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Moved on forwards. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Pressing high and with purpose. There could be trouble here. Rodri. Neymar. Good, strong midfield running here. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Driving through the middle. Nicely aimed pass. Cucurella. Now it's Thuram. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Fernandes. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Now it's Bellingham. Neymar gets into a good position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Skims one in. Vietnam have reclaimed it. Cucurella. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a really well-measured ball. Hangs in a cross. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. It's their second corner of the game. And a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Not the most accurate pass. Gently done. So we're still where we started right now. And here's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely bit of skill. And this is Ibrahimovic. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Neymar. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And this is Neymar. Tanucci. Tanucci got a long way forward to join the attack. And this is Neymar. And a chance! Chouameni. Nicely weighted ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's picked his way through. Chance! Goal! Milan! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
40 minutes gone, half-time closing in. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, good ball! Caught offside that time. Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Fernandes. Panucci is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
He is just caressing the ball. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Heek, that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Thuram. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vietnam trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Alexander-Arnold. And Cucurella. Looking to play him in. Thuram calmly anticipates. The pass has gone astray. Mbappe.
Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And this is Neymar. Nice physical challenge. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And here's the chance to counter. And this is Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Crosses it in. Getting up there! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he's there to belt it away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Deftly away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Bellingham. And here's Neymar. Van Dijk. And smartly reclaimed. Neymar. Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Numero 20. Ibrahimovic.
Tchouaméni.
Numero 17.
Tchouaméni
Neymar.
really struggling to influence the game.
16.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help
Il
here.
numero 8. Beckham. Il numero 10.
Vietnam
Cristiano
really are
Ronaldo.
showing all the necessary
Il numero 6.
urgency, but it's
Il numero
potency they
18.
need.
Vieira. Cambio di giocatori.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And that's another good win of the ball. And the counter is on. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never...
He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He is through here. Has crossed into the middle.
Ci sarà un
Tries
minuto
to
di
get it
recupero.
clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, such a clever touch. And that's that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely.